everyone. Today we're going to make balsamic glazed roasted vegetables. Now I love roasting vegetables because it brings out their natural sweetness. You can use any vegetable for this recipe, but I particularly like Brussels sprouts because a lot of people find Brussels sprouts to be kind of bitter. So when you put this balsamic glaze on them and roast them in the oven, you are going to love Brussels sprouts. So in this cup I have 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. And to that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 2, and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. If you like things a little bit less sweet, you can use less maple syrup, or you could use a little bit more. Agave nectar also works if you have that. But I particularly like the taste of the maple syrup with the Brussels sprouts. And then you're going to whisk that together just until the mustard has kind of dissolved and you don't see any little lumps of mustard in there anymore. And once you have that emulsified, you're just going to pour that over your Brussels sprouts. And mine were particularly large today, so I quartered them first. This also works well with carrots or broccoli or asparagus. And you're just going to coat all the vegetables until everything has a nice sheen on it, and then you're going to spread it out on a parchment-lined baking sheet. If you have a silicone pad that you bake on, that would work well too. You don't have to have parchment paper. And just spread them out, and it's fine for there to be a little bit of the glaze on the baking sheet. Just spread them out a little bit so they roast evenly. And then you're going to roast them in a 450-degree oven for about 15 minutes. Check them frequently to make sure that they aren't getting too brown. And when you can insert a fork in them and it goes right in without too much resistance, then they're done. So we'll check back in a few minutes. Okay, so these actually cooked in about 10 minutes, probably because I had cut them into smaller pieces. And when you're all finished, you can simply take them off with a spoon, or a spatula will work well, and serve them in a bowl. And you have balsamic glazed roasted Brussels sprouts. This should be enough for 2 people for a side dish at dinner, or if you're by yourself, you can probably eat them all. Thanks for joining me today.